Hi everyone, welcome to the fourth live show of Hello Spring Festival 2021, a virtual event brought to you by Have Halal Travel in celebration of the Lunar New Year. I'm Ili from Have Halal Travel and I'm coming to you live from Selangor, Malaysia. Now we have a super exciting segment for you tonight, so I hope everyone is ready. And for those of you tuning in, make sure you stay with us throughout the live show so that you can catch the answer that will help you win our mini lucky draw for this segment. Now, to participate, all you have to do is go to hellospringfest.com and click on the red packet lucky draw booth. And besides our lucky draws, you can also look forward to exciting articles and videos about what you can do during the CNY long weekend and other virtual booths hosted by some really awesome brands. So whether you celebrate or not, everyone is invited and welcome to join in on the fun. So make sure to check those out. Now, we are less than a week away from Lunar New Year, and this is usually the time where a lot of people are really gearing up for the festivities, just going shopping, making cookies, getting ready angpao packets. And one of the things that a lot of people look forward to during this festive occasion is the family reunion dinner. And it's actually one of the most important parts of the celebration because it essentially brings families together around the table. And this is where everyone just, catches up with one another over a meal. And this actually symbolizes unity and hopes for prosperity for, the year ahead. With that being said, though, this year's celebrations will be very different for a lot of us because of COVID-19. In Malaysia, we are in a lockdown, so traveling isn't possible at the moment, which means everyone will have to stay put instead of visiting loved ones this year. But that doesn't mean you cannot still enjoy the festivities at home. And even if you aren't in a lockdown, you're probably staying in during the long weekend. So that gives you the perfect chance to have a steamboat dinner at home with your family. And we have a special guest tonight to show us exactly how you can do that. So I'm here to welcome celebrity chef from the Asian Food Network and foodpreneur, Chef Ili Sulaiman.
Hi.
Oh
Hello.
my gosh, yes, it's finally happening. And I see you have everything laid out and just ready to go. It looks fantastic. Oh
Especially
my
for
gosh, how
you.
are you tonight?
Well, it's really strange to be having a steamboat for one, but you know what? Things have changed for us, so we might as well embrace the changes and make the best out of it. So that's what we're doing today.
Exactly. It's all about the virtual experience right now, just like this event. So I
Yeah.
know that you have, everything laid out and you look ready to go and I'm ready to go. But before we dive into the segment, I have just a few questions for you, Chef Ili.
Sure.
Um,
Sure.
all right. So for any of our audience who may not be familiar, do you celebrate Chinese New Year?
Yes, I do because my mom's mother is of Chinese descent, so we come from a lineage of we're Fuchao on that side. So yes, we do celebrate Chinese New Year, and we have some really weird traditions, which I'll share with you guys later. But yes, we do celebrate, and Steamboat is part of that huge celebration, to be honest. So it's very dear to me, hence why I started my own Steamboat and Grill delivery service because I miss having it with my family. And yeah, so yes, we do celebrate Chinese New Year.
That
Or
is
Lunar New Year. Actually, Lunar New Year. That's the right way of saying it, right? Yeah.
No, that's awesome that you get have to you can transition that because you enjoy the experience so much. So you kind of made it your own personal thing that you can offer to everyone. I think that's really cool. Yeah. So how do you celebrate it? Like, do you have any particular routine that you do every year? Do you have like a thing that you do?
Yeah, we do actually. So like I said earlier, my traditions are a little bit like warped in a way because I don't know whether they're legit traditions, but they're like it's very accustomed that in my family, my grandmother usually comes in the morning, with oranges, our ampao packets, some cookies, and then she makes this sweet herbal drink that we have to drink on the first day of Chinese New Year. So we have our reunion dinner at night, and then on the first day of Chinese New Year, she will come, and we cannot clean the house. Nothing can be done. And literally, we all have this sweet tea. And basically, that kind of symbolizes like the sweetness of the new year. And then we sit at the foot of our house, usually at the main door, and we roll oranges and shout out, luck and happiness and all the abundance that you want in that new year. And we roll our oranges into the house, which usually freaks out like all the cats. And and also my husband, for the first year, last year, he was a part of this tradition and he found it really bizarre, but it's just a bit of fun, and it's something that we've been doing since we were children, so it's not weird to us, but I don't know whether people out there actually do it or not.
Yeah, that sounds really special. Yeah, I practice like different things. I feel like every household has their thing. Yeah, and it's always special to them.
Yeah.
And it's really unfortunate that because our situation right now, because of COVID, we have to kind of like miss out on some of those things. But that's
Yeah,
exactly why we have this segment right here.
exactly.
It's showing people that you know what, you don't have to miss out on the festivities. So
Yeah.
I feel
So I
like
think
we should.
I'm having like a little like trial right now, like having Steamboat with you guys, and then I can like do this kind of setup again when I have it with my family. So because everyone's going to be ordering Illipot, so we're all going to be streaming our Steamboat sessions in all 6 houses. So this is a good trial run.
Oh, okay. So streaming session is definitely it this Chinese New Year. So okay, I don't
Yeah.
want to hold off any longer. Let's just dive right into the whole business of what makes for a delicious steamboat dinner at home. Now,
Okay.
okay,
Cool.
cool. So take it away, Chef Ili.
All right, so basically here I have my soup going. So it's really important to get your soup really nice and hot, okay, guys? So for this Lunar New Year, what we did was we took inspiration from the mala, but then what I did was I Malaysianized it. So I made it a little bit more like a mild curry. So there's a lot of like, I guess Malaysian flavors in it. So all our soups in Illipot are all Malaysianized soups. So we have, our tom yum, but it's not like Thai tom yum. It's more like a Malaysian tom yum. We have creamy chicken. We have a soy base. It's like sukiyaki, but it's like sukiya, but not because it's a little bit more Malaysianized. And this is our mala. And it's really important that when you're making soups, right, you think about the people who are eating. So make sure that your soups are done with really good broth, really good ingredients. In some families, less is more, so they like a more subtle soup. But I know that in Malaysia we like really strong soups, so hence why the mala is your way to go. It's spicy, it's herbaceous, it's got lots of different spices, and now that it's boiling, I can like, my nose is trying really hard not to sneeze. And then of course you have all your other ingredients, right? So mala, we call this mala soup. It's a play on words. We call it mala petaka because we're living through COVID times right now. So mala petaka is a play on words, something a bit funny, but also looking up to the new year. So hence why we called it that. And it's really important to cover it and let it boil. So I want to talk a little bit about the ingredients because that's really important as well in the Lunar New Year. So you always have prawns. You always see prawns as one of the main dishes in Chinese cuisine, especially during the Lunar New Year, and it's because of the name. I can't pronounce it in Chinese. I'm really sorry, but it's something to do with luck and it's something to do with the prosperity of the prawns. The head, and you always serve it whole. And of course, you have to have the different meats as well. So we usually traditionally always have fish and seafood, and our steamboat, and of course the meats. So we have lamb, we have beef, we have chicken. It's literally endless. And we also have fish, right? So we're using a little bit of a European twist. Twist. So we're having salmon belly, which really is really nice and fatty, and it will give a lot of flavor to your soup. And of course, you have your vegetables and your dipping sauces. What is steamboat without your dipping sauces? So we have our Gila hot sauce right here, which is super spicy. We also have our kicap chili. This is like a soto You know, like if you have soto ayam or soto daging, you always have this kicap chili. So we incorporated that in our sets. And of course, my chili oil, which is a must. Um, this one is the prawn. It goes really well with what we're having today. And of course, your vegetables. So you need your yin and your yang, okay, when you're having steamboat. But there is no real like step by step. The best thing about steamboat is it's individualistic. You put everything in the soup, everyone takes whatever they want. And then at the end, you have this beautiful broth that has taken all of the flavors from all the ingredients. And then you boleh drink it. It's the best, okay? And I always usually put the noodles last, okay? So I just wanna, you have any questions, Ili? It's really weird calling myself and like Ili. But do you have any questions?
No worries. So from one Ili to another.
Yes.
I just want to know. Okay, so what ingredient would you recommend to put in your steamboat first? Because I know a lot of people, have different ideas of what they can put in, or sometimes, you're so hungry and you don't really think straight, so you just toss in whatever. So yeah, what would you recommend to be first
So
into it?
so usually what I do is I don't usually in our set we always give some onions and some carrots, so the heartier vegetables, so I like to put those in first. So and mushrooms, so we always put mushrooms, so I'm going to put in some mushrooms in. And the reason why is we're adding more flavor to it, right? Things that take very quite a bit longer to cook, like for instance your chicken, right? You want to put in your chicken because you don't want to eat non-cooked chicken, guys. Like, so chicken always goes in first, and you want the chicken to cook before you start drinking the broth. Super important. So all the meats that need to be cooked 100% goes in first. And things like your prawns, for instance, they don't take very long to cook. So, but you can add them in because we use king prawns in our ili pot, so they're quite large. So I'm going to put a couple of that in because this also gives a lot of flavor, like tons of flavor. Okay, so now you want to cover this up, okay, and let that bubble. Now once it starts bubbling like crazy, this is the mistake that a lot of people do, is they put all of their red meat in, their lamb and their beef, straight into it and let it bubble, and it sits too long in the broth and it becomes really tough. What you really want to do is just dip it in the hot broth for like a few seconds, and I'll show you really quickly how that works. Okay, so this broth is quite hot, and then you can see the chicken's really cooked, so it is really hot. You can see it steaming away. Oh my god, perfection. Okay, so with my chopstick, or you can even use the spoon, no problem, I'm going to take some of that lamb. I'm so sorry, Ili, you can't be here to enjoy this with me. But look at our lamb, it's beautifully marbled with some fat. And you just want to dip it in just a few seconds, like literally count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have a look at it, it's done. 5 seconds in the hot broth, take it straight out. You don't want to overcook it, okay? If you overcook your lamb, you overcook your beef, it's going to be really, really tough. Okay, and then dip it in some of that hot sauce. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm just gonna indulge.
This is perfect. This is like a live mukbang for me.
Exactly. It's so moist, it's so soft, and it's cooked through, You can't see any pink. Can you see any pink? Nope. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And I think this is a mistake that a lot of people do. They overcook their meats and their vegetables when they're doing steamboat, and that's not the way. You're supposed to dip it and let sorry. It's so spicy, my mala. Hold on. Oh, it's numbing. Oh, that's better. Okay, so I shouldn't talk so fast when I'm having mala sauce, my mala soup. Okay, so a lot of people take, like, they just leave their food in, I mean, so their meats and everything in there for so long, and then by the time they eat it, they're like, why is it dry? Why is it tough? It's because of that. You overcook your meats, and then you spoil the flavor. You can't taste the lamb. The chicken tastes like the lamb. The lamb tastes like prawn. So you don't really want that. You want that taste to be in the soup, which you can like you can slurp it with the noodles later. So that's kind of my tip. I'm gonna have one more. Okay. Any more questions you gotta ask me before I take another bite?
I'm just enjoying watching you indulging me. I'm salivating over here. But yes, I do have a question because I feel
Mm,
like I've had a lot of people do this, and I am guilty of it myself as well.
yeah.
Just so like going back to the whole being hungry thing, and you don't really think too much. I feel like a lot of people kind of throw in everything, and I kind of see the comment sections of some people saying that just put in everything at once. Now, like, is
Yeah.
that something that you shouldn't do? Should you avoid that? Is there a limit to the number of ingredients you put in steamboat?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think like if you put everything in, it's gonna take a lot longer to cook. So what I've done, if you can see, like I've only put in a couple of things in, like just a few things. And yeah, of course, I'm just on my own right now, so I can't be eating tons of stuff. But the whole point of steamboat is actually to, sit and take your time eating. Take it, you let the broth boil, and then you're sitting with your loved ones, or you're streaming with your loved ones, and you're having a conversation while waiting for your food to cook. So a lot of the common mistake is like you get everything and then you just dump it straight in the pot. And there's two things that happens, right? So everything gets overcooked, and then and when you cook too much, it takes too long and everyone gets hungry. So, you end up like waiting a long time for your stuff to cook. So just take your time with it. Like put in one portion at a time, serve that, have a little bit of food, and then chit chat, drink a little bit of soup, enjoy the process of having steamboat. Like it's not about cooking everything and eating everything really fast. That's why it's the perfect kind of meal during Lunar New Year, whether it's a New Year or reunion dinner, because it's those things that you want to take your time with, spend some time with family, ask questions, and hey, say what's up, apa cerita, apa khabar, yeah.
Exactly. No, I totally
Yeah,
agree because I feel like maybe a lot of people out there share the same sentiment because I tend to
yeah,
get impatient. So I am one of the people who, just throws everything in. But yeah,
yeah,
definitely, it's in your best interest to do things slowly so that you can make the best out of your steamboat, really. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you're gonna throw everything in a pot and let it boil, you might as well make a soup, right?
It's true. Now, I was wondering, in between, when you're waiting for things to, cook and come to a boil, do you have any side dishes, like recommendations that would go well with your steamboat?
Oh yeah, of course. So I have a couple of recipes like I've done for the Asian Food Network. You can check it out. I made this amazing starters, make your own spring roll board. So you like in my family we like to graze. So we're always eating and then sleeping and then eating again, right? So that's just what usually happens. So besides the yisang, which we usually have, but this year we're making smaller yisangs, um, we always have like a accoutrement board. Um, and we have so DIY spring rolls, so you can make your spring rolls. So we have like prawns, we have aromatic crispy duck, we have some fried tofu, we have some lobak, and everyone can just like help themselves. So we have that, and of course we always have nasi goreng or fried rice with our steamboat, which is a specialty of my family, and then and steamboat. So and then of course we have all the other stuff, like my mom likes kimchi, so we always have kimchi, super random. Um, and then like we also have like fried chicken wings and because it's my family is like a mash of different cultures, so it's like literally bringing everything together into one huge feast. But the star of the show is always still the steamboat. But yeah, you can always add on, and don't be afraid. Being in Southeast Asia, we can always have different things to enjoy your steamboat with, which I think is really, really important. Yeah.
Um,
Hello.
I, yeah, I mean, I myself my mom decided to, let's throw like a steamboat thing this year, and we haven't done one in quite a while. So this segment really could not
Yeah.
have come at a more perfect time. And for those of you,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah, for those of you who already had your steamboat dinner, you can still have another one. We still have like less than 1 week to the Lunar New Year, and I'm pretty sure at one point we're gonna have a steamboat feast throughout the year. So definitely like use all these tips that Chef Ely has so that you can
Yeah.
enjoy and make the best out of it.
You know, you can make your own broth as well. You can keep it really simple. You can just use chicken bones, chicken wings that you have, and some onion, some garlic, some ginger. Let that boil for a couple hours. Or you can order from us, like from Illiport Delivery. We will do everything for you. So everything we see here, including the pot, chopsticks, we even give tissue paper. Okay, we even give tissue paper. We give a lighter. We give everything to you. So you don't need to worry about anything. And the best part is we have, packs for 2 people. We have packs for 4. So if you have, a small family like me and my husband, we're just going to be 2 of us for this new year. So we're ordering just for 2, and then my mom and my grandmother, there's like 6 of them, so they're ordering for 6. So it like, and the best thing about steamboat is if you have access, like if you made too much soup, or you bought too much meats, you can always use it the next day. Fry up some, broccoli stir fry with some leftover beef slices, So it's not a waste. And that's the beautiful thing about steamboat is if you're having it at home, you're not wasting the ingredients. You can always use it for other amazing dishes. And that's what I love about it as well.
So now that you've shared a little bit about Illipot, I'm sure you have something exciting to share with our audience on how
Yes!
they can. Yes. So please go ahead. Please share with them.
What do I share? No. Okay, so okay, the most important thing is, of course, if you guys are viewing this today, you guys get a free promo code. You get 10 ringgit off if you put in this promo code HHWT10, so 10. Okay, you get with a minimum spend of 100 ringgit, you get 10 ringgit off. So this applies to anyone in the Klang Valley, in Selangor. We also deliver to slightly outside as well, like to Bangi, Rawang, and Cyberjaya. So for those who are really far out and really miss their family, you can totally use this promo code to reduce your delivery charges. And we are doing this promo code is exclusive for you guys only, and it's available until the 31st of March. Okay, so past Lunar New Year, you can still use it. Only for Have Halal World Travel people who are watching today.
Oh, all right. So everyone, I hope everyone got that. The code is HHWT10 with a minimum spend of 100 ringgit. Is that right, Chef Ely?
Yes. Sorry, I'm still eating.
No, no worries. And if, on top of this, like we said at the beginning, you guys stand a chance, for those of you tuning in, you stand a chance of winning some super fun gift cards also worth 88 ringgit if you participate in our mini draw. And all you have to do really is just go to hellospringfest.com and click on the red booth red packet lucky draw booth. And I hope you caught, you've listened carefully in on our segment so that you can, have a bit of a higher chance to win that lucky draw.
See, this is what happens, when people tell you pay attention in class, this is why. So you can win prizes. Not because of anything else, because in life, if you pay attention, you win.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, exactly. So that's why we said it in the beginning, guys. Listening carefully. Please stay with us for the live show. We really want you to win this thing. It's super awesome. We do not want to win it. So yes, everyone.
Oh my God.
To just go ahead, try your luck. And it's not just for this mini draw, but we also have other mini draws happening, and also one grand draw. So yeah, please look forward to that. All right.
Sorry, guys. Look at this prawn. Look at how it's steaming. I'm so sorry. I'm just like amazed. Oh. Is it weird that I'm always amazed at my own food? I don't know why. I know it's like super strange, but I guess maybe I'm so lucky to be doing what I love and get to enjoy this with you guys. Yeah.
You should be more than proud. It looks so awesome. Honestly, I wish I had my own like steamboat here with me right now, so I could like just eat with you even after this live is over.
It's okay. You can still submit your order for tomorrow. Just put in your HHW10 and then you get 10 ringgit off. You can still do it. No problem. We open 7 days a week.
Exactly. Okay, so this is not just for me, it's for everyone. Okay, so one more time, it's HHWT10 for your code. And yeah, so I think this is all the time we have today. Chef Eli, thank you so much for joining us tonight and really demonstrating, sharing us all the handy tips, the tricks, the do's and don'ts for basically having a steamboat feast at home.
Yes, and don't forget to like throw out all of like the weird idioms when it comes to like wishing people luck and wishing people all the best. This is the time to do it, okay? You want abundance for everybody, prosperity, good health, good skin, everything. This is the time you can shout it when you're doing your yisang or when you're wishing your family and friends Happy Lunar New Year.
So everyone, I hope everyone got that. Okay, like that's very important. So now, so Shavili, thank you so much. We will now leave you to enjoy the rest of your steamboat dinner. For all of our audience, thank you so much for tuning in into this live. Again, if you want to participate in the mini draw, just go to hellospringfest.com, click on the red packet lucky draw booth, and try your luck. Also, don't forget to tune in next weekend on the 12th and 13th of February, where we have more exciting live shows in store for you and more fun prizes for you to win. So mark your calendars and we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.